Hey, it's Carlos, and welcome back to my channel. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Right now, Swifties are losing it because Taylor Swift at SoFi Stadium at the last night of her Los Angeles dates, she announced 1989 Taylor's version, and we've all known it was coming. There's been Easter eggs in videos. There's been nail polish indicating what the next album was going to be. We knew what was going to happen. So when Taylor Swift wore the blue dress and she announced the new album, well, let's play the video.
Something that I've been planning for a really ridiculously embarrassingly long time. And I think instead of just like telling you about it, I think I'll just sort of show you something I've been excited to see.
Now, if you were alive or were a Swiftie in 2014, which I was both, you would understand the magnitude of 1989. Young Taylor Swift, leaving country, moving on to a new frontier, being pop music. And not only did she do it, but she did it so well, right? The debut single, Shake It Off. That song was everywhere. You turned on the TV, they were playing it. You put the radio on, they were playing it. People were talking about it. You couldn't escape it. And I think that the fact that almost 10 years later, 9 years, Taylor Swift is re-releasing. She's reclaiming this album. Wow. Now let's just start with the album cover. Miss Taylor Swift looks beautiful. Now, the original, I think from the get-go, had like a nostalgia to it, which, being born in 1989, she's trying to take you to her origin, and it really works. One of my favorite album covers that Taylor Swift has is her 1989. But what I like about the re-release version is that I think it really embodies the album, right? Some of the album is a heartbreak album, for sure, and it's about revenge, and it's about love, but all throughout the album, there's a streamline of joy. There's a streamline of summer. You really do feel that energy when you listen to 1989. So what I like about the new version is that she's smiling. And now it's her only cover where Taylor Swift is smiling, and it makes sense because 1989 is that girl. 1989 is a summer baby who lives in New York City, who wears beautiful dresses. Her favorite color is baby blue, and she likes to drink rosé in the evenings with her girlfriends in Manhattan. That's the girl we're talking about. So it only makes sense that the cover embodies that. I love the seagulls in the background. I love that they kept the exact same 1989 font. It makes sense, and I love it. And a part of me kind of wanted the Polaroid covered eyes, right? Kind of just be very similar to the original, but I think this one works. And for 2023, this new album cover and the new album is going to attract new fans who maybe knew about Taylor Swift but didn't listen to her. So like my sister's not a Swiftie, but I know that with the new re-release and it being plastered everywhere from Apple Music to Spotify to YouTube, she's gonna like click on it, or I'm gonna be playing it with her and she's gonna be like, wow, I like this song. So an album that I really love that maybe I didn't listen to in a while, because of a re-release, I'll be playing it and new people will be attracted to the album. And I think that Taylor Swift, if 1989 was big then, I think it's about to be really big now. Now, she just released Speak Now, which is a great album. I feel like a lot of the Swifties, that is their favorite, right? The purists of the Taylor Swift fandom, they love Speak Now. They adore Speak Now. And Taylor definitely gave it a rose, but I wouldn't say she gave it roses, right? She didn't go on a big media press. It's not like she had multiple singles or any singles prior to the release of the album. It was definitely tamed in Taylor Swift's world. But I think for 1989, we're going to get the Red version, right? In Red, she had All Too Well. It was a short film. There was definitely press. She was pushing. And I think for 1989, she's going to push even harder. Now, what are the things that we want? I would love a new 73 Questions with Vogue. I would love an interview, but not the Zane Lowe Apple Music, and I love Zane Lowe. But I want something new, something we don't expect of Taylor Swift. Give me like a chicken date with that girl, you know who I'm talking about? I like her. Or maybe something very internet-y, right? I want it to be with someone we don't expect, but is going to bring out a new side of Taylor Swift. I want that. And I think what I really, really want is just to hear Taylor more. I haven't seen her in an interview in a while, and I want her to talk about the new music. I would love to get a behind the scenes of the Eras tour, which I think so many of us that went. I'm wearing my Taylor Swift hoodie, official merchandise. It's a little big on me, and just so you know, when you purchase Taylor Swift merchandise, it runs bigger. Just so you know, FYI. But now Taylor released an Instagram post and she said, surprise, 1989 Taylor's version is on the way to you. The 1989 album changed my life in countless ways. It absolutely did. And it fills me with such excitement to announce that my version of it will be out October 27th. I think that's very close to when the original was released. I remember the original, the first single was like August, and by October we had it, which is kind of perfect. To be perfectly honest, this is my most favorite re-record I've ever done, because the 5 from the vault tracks are so insane. I can't believe they were ever left behind, but not for long. Pre-order 1989 Taylor's version on my site. Now, that announcement was short and sweet, and I love it. We're getting 5 from the vault tracks, which Taylor Swift, she's genius. She took a page from Disney, because you know how Disney had like the vault movies, and when you were younger, you would purchase a DVD, and it was only available if it was out of the vault. So like for a limited time, you could purchase, you know, a Snow White, or you could purchase some old film that Disney has, The Lion King, and you could buy it. Now, what I think Taylor Swift is doing really well is by having from the vault tracks, she's kind of giving fans a bit more content, right? She's giving us the value, because just to release the 1989 album and just re-sing the songs, that's cool. But what's going to get the Swifties excited? What's going to get gas in the car? What's going to get us moving? And I think giving us from the vault tracks allows fans to repurchase these albums knowing that there's going to be new songs they've never heard before and a new perspective on the album. And 5 tracks, I wonder what those 5 tracks are going to be. I really hope that they sound kind of like Out of the Woods. I love that song so much. And the fact that people think it's about Harry Styles makes me love it even more. I Wish You Would Come Back. Oh my God, that song is great. I love Bad Blood and the remix with Kendrick Lamar, just French Kiss. I love that so much. Shake It Off, you know, that will always be one of Taylor Swift's best songs. Blank Space, I think Blank Space, when you look back at the album, is kind of like the cream. It went to the top. Most fans, Blank Space, they know the hook, they sing the song, they like the song. I really wonder and am curious, what is the sound for Taylor Swift on these 5 songs going to be? I can't believe we are now on Taylor's 4th re-record. There's only Reputation, which I think is next, and then Taylor Swift, her first debut album. And I know that she's going to end with her debut because she's going to reclaim her name. She's going to reclaim her identity. And just like Thanos, she's going to have all the gems and she will control the world. At least the Taylor universe she will control, and rightfully so. Taylor Swift works so hard. She does so much for her fans. Her live shows are crazy. When I saw her here in Houston, her show was like 3.5 hours, and that is true for every show she does. And her energy was so high. Her generosity with her soul was just at an all-time level. And she sang and performed so well. I love Taylor Swift, and I am excited to see what she does next, right? When are we going to get TS11? I don't think it's coming till next year. I think Taylor Swift is going to focus on all the re-records, and by the end of the Eras Tour, sometime in 2024, I think when Taylor Swift finishes all of her re-records, she's going to do some type of special edition vinyl collection with an extra vault track on each album. I'm kidding. But I do think that Taylor Swift is going to not only just monetize what she has, but really claim and maximize the joy and all of the fans' excitement in these albums. Now, I think Taylor Swift, when she's done with all the re-records, she's going to really make sure that everyone knows that she owns all of her albums. And the Eras Tour is a perfect place to showcase the Swifties, to showcase them what they love, which is Taylor Swift. And I love that she is giving us music videos at the show. I love that she's doing announcements at the show, and kind of just like Harry Styles' Love on Tour that just always kept going. I think that the Eras Tour will live forever. I really do. I hope it does. Y'all, what are you most excited about for Taylor's version 1989? Let me know. I am genuinely so ready. Let me know, what kind of content do you want? I'm going to do possibly a first listen. What do the kids do where they listen to the track when it first comes out? I'll maybe do one of those. But let me know. I love you so much. Thank you. Bye.